I think what's happening in America is so, mamma mia, very, very interesting. If you don't see that it is a spiritual battle and that it has nothing to do with color, male or female, it's either right or wrong, good or evil. I don't know what it's going to take. It's either good versus evil. There are people who are serving evil, and there are those who are serving good of all races. It's not just limited to one race. And if you don't see it, I don't know what it's going to take, folks. For an example, it seemed as though, and maybe I'm seeing this wrong, because I don't hear anyone else saying it. So maybe I am seeing it wrong, okay? And if I'm wrong, I would love to be corrected, really. But it seems as though we've gotten to a point in America that only white people are racist. And I know racist doesn't exist, but it's a word that's being used to control the people. But it seems as though only white people can be racist, and I don't see a majority of white people saying no to it. They're not. They may be saying it at dinner or in the privacy of their own room or somewhere. But I don't see white people saying, no, this is not true. What's wrong with you? You're out of your mind or something, right? And I've noticed that when the civil rights movement first started, supposedly it was about white people discriminating against blacks only. It was about slavery, quote unquote. It was about Jim Crow, quote unquote, right? And so it was about blacks and whites only. Just only. And so time would pass and the white people let the blacks use that phony excuse of racism. The white people let the blacks use it. All right, blacks, y'all come on. Y'all don't have to do what y'all want. Y'all want to move in our neighborhood. Y'all want to go to our school. Y'all want to force your way into our private businesses. All right, black folks, y'all come on. Yeah, that was slavery, even though it wasn't the way you said it was, but that was slavery. All right, black folks, come on. And so the whites gave it to the blacks. All right, so black and white thing. Now, it's the dirtiest thing I ever seen. All of the victims are now part of the blacks' complaint. The women, the Mexicans, the homosexuals, the Muslims, the whatever Cortez is. Everybody, it's like everybody mixed in there now, and the blacks are just going along with it. And whenever you want to play victim to something, you cry racism, and the blacks go along with it, the whites go along with it. When the original war was between the blacks and the whites, because supposedly, even though it didn't happen this way, they brought the blacks here, the whites did. They enslaved the blacks, so they owe the blacks. How is it that Cortez and Muslims and Palestinians and the homosexuals and the women, why did they come up? How did you let them become a part of your movement? And you just go along with it, and they're just using you, the blacks. They throw you a piece of bread, and you just say, "Oh, thank you, I'm with you." And why is it that white people allow everybody to call them racist when they know it's not true, that they're just using that word to use blacks to get what they want? Why? This stupid woman, Ilhan Omar, don't have the right to use that word. It's a phony word anyway. The woman from Palestine don't have the right to use that word. The homosexuals don't have a right to use it. The women don't have a right to use it, but they all use it, and blacks just jump on board. It's just crazy. For an example, these 4 thugs in the Democratic Party, those 4 women, liberal socialist women, they call, at least one of them called Nancy Pelosi, a white woman, a liberal Democrat, a racist, because Nancy wasn't going along with them, apparently. And everybody else was kind of quiet about it. Only the president, a white man, said, no, this is not right. Nancy is not a racist. But no one else said anything, for the most part. Not that I'm aware. All the white people quiet about it. And you know I don't agree with anything Nancy is about. But she's not a racist. But nobody else would say it. And then the president said it. No, she's not a racist. And you know the president doesn't agree with Nancy about much of anything. And then the president said, you know what? Y'all need to go home. If you're not happy with America, if you're not satisfied here, you came from a refugee. He didn't say this part, but you're from an SO country, refugees, Palestine, all that crap. If you're not happy here, leave. Stop putting down the country. Stop it. Go home. Common sense, right? Common sense. The president says it, and now on that side of the fence turning on him. Everybody on the children of the lie turning on him. Even Nancy Pelosi, a white woman who was accused of being a racist by at least one of the thugs in the Democratic Party, turned on the president and called the president a racist. What's wrong with white people? Why would you help to hang yourself? And, of course, the blacks in the Congress jumped on board because they're stupid. They're about power, wealth. They hate white people. They don't care. But what they don't realize is that Cortez, that Iliad woman from Somalia, that other black woman, whoever the hell she is, I don't know. Who is that woman with the phony hair?
I don't even know.
What's her name? Ayanna Pressley. Where in the world did she come from? And then the other one from Palestine. What they don't realize, if those people ever got any real power, they're going to turn on the blacks. They're going to turn on the Mexicans because these are children of the lie. They're about self. If you have not been born again, you're about self. Look how women, mothers, not all, destroy their own children because they are on the side of children of the lie. They destroy their own children. They'll destroy their own marriage. And so, and what the blacks seem not to realize is that if the Mexicans take over, they're doing a good job of taking over. They're not going to want the blacks in there. They don't even like the blacks, but the blacks so stupid they don't see it. Talk about being blind. But I really want to know, why is it that there's this impression that only whites are racist and whites are just racist against everybody? It's like whites will let you come into their country, America, and try to save you and still be racist. Like they're inviting you here to be racist. Oh, we need some extra people just to be racist against. I know, let's look for some refugees. Bring them in so we can be racist against them. It's the craziest thing I've ever, Mamma Mia or La Si Senor seen in my life. And no one else seems to see it. I don't hear, if you notice, you don't hear, and I don't hear, majority of any other race appreciating white people. Saying, no, they're not racist. What the hell you mean they're racist? They invited you here. They took you out of poverty, out of S-hole countries. And now you're calling them racist? And everybody's just going along with it. Silence is going along with it. So now, stupid Nancy Pelosi on the House floor there called the Great White Hope a racist. As though that's going to make those four thugs in Congress, Eliane, Tlaib, and whatever else, the two, Cortez and that other one with the fake hair, look, that's going to make them love Pelosi because she called the president a racist. Oh, okay, Nancy, you're not racist anymore. You call the president racist on the floor. House voted to condemn the president's racist comments. So the president said, if you're not happy here in America, go home. Go back and fight. And then when you get it right over there, come and tell us what to do. And that's racist? If someone come into your home, you invite them into your home, and they start putting your home down, they start talking about you, would you just let them stay, or would you say, you know what, you can leave? And by the way, you need to pay me for being here. The Democratic-controlled House of Representatives passed a resolution last night condemning President Donald Trump for his so-called racist comments. Happy White History Month, by the way. And four Democrat congressmen of color, about four Democrat congressmen. These women are not of color. These women are of stupidity. These women are of evil. So what happened, Nancy Pelosi got up, called the president a racist. A white Republican got up and said, you can't do that. Are you sure you want to do what you're doing? And then a Democrat got up, hit the gavel thing and said, hey, Nancy, you can't do this. There's a certain respect you have to have on the floor here. This has been going on for years. And then, so they argue about that. And a dumb black Democrat got up and he decided, oh, no, I'm not going to be right. I'm not going to do the right thing. And he left. I wish they don't ever bring him back. Here's Pelosi introduce the resolution. This from C-SPAN.
There is no place anywhere for the president's words, which are not only divisive but dangerous and have legitimized and increased fear and hatred of new Americans and people of color. It's so sad because you would think that there would be a given that we would universally in this body just say, of course, of course. Every single member of this institution, Democratic and Republican, should join us in condemning the president's racist tweets.
So they throw in people of color, they throw in racists, because they know most blacks, majority of blacks, going to go into a trance. All right, where do I vote? Oh, the Democrats love me. They threw in racism. As though you're so dumb, you're never going to get better. Here is the chairman. Here's where Doug Collins requests Pelosi's words to be struck from the record.
Just going to give the General Speaker of the House if she would like to rephrase that comment.
I have cleared my remarks with a parliamentarian before I read them.
And I ask the words be taken down. I make a point of order. The gentlewoman's words are unparliamentary and are ready to be taken down.
The chair will remind all members, please do not make comments toward personality-based comments. The gentleman from Georgia is recognized.
I made a point of order that the gentlewoman's unparliamentary and request they be taken down.
Amazing. So Nancy now is known as a racist in the Democratic Party. Do you think she's ever going to recover from that? No. But Nancy is hoping for recovery. So now she gets up and calls another white person a racist. Thank God it's not going to move the president, though. Oh, he's a man. He's not a weak, pathetic person like Nancy. Right? And so Nancy get up now and call another white person a racist because they hate the people of color. And so you heard the Doug Collins said, "Are you sure you want to do this, Nancy?" And then Chairman Cleaver, but what we don't have here, and it's okay, I'll tell you what happened. So another Democrat, before this Cleveland guy gets up and say, "No, you're not allowed to do that on the floor, Nancy. It's wrong. It'll be cleared up. Blah blah blah." Right? And lo and behold, a black man, stupid black beta male, just like a liberal feminist woman, Cleaver told Fox, "Oh no, here's where there's some C-SPAN still. Cleveland, the chairman Cleveland, abandoned the chair. He's such a woman. Watch this."
I came in here to try to do this in a fair way. I kept warning both sides, let's not do this, hoping we could get through. But we don't ever want to pass up, it seems, an opportunity to escalate. And that's what this is. I'll dare anybody to look at any of the footage and see if there was any unfairness. But unfairness is not enough because we want to just fight. I abandoned the chair.
What a girl. Amazing. And so Cleaver told Fox News he felt Pelosi was being singled out. The point is, did Cleaver defend Pelosi when she was accused of being a racist? No, that mark is still on her. Because she was being found out of order, Pelosi was barred from making comments on the floor for the rest of the day, but Democrats voted to allow her to keep talking, even though she was clearly in violation of rules. The Democratic Party has no morals at all. None, zero. They have no honesty. They have no love for the people or themselves or anyone else. They have no love for the country. They are haters of the country. And yet there are voters who are in a farther state because they have been corrupt and turned to their daddy, Satan. They still vote for these people, all in the name of Jesus, too. You could literally have people calling themselves Christian and vote for a party that is of Satan. If you notice, since the president been in the White House, and even prior, the Democrats haven't done anything but fight for power for themselves. Nothing else. They've been using this stupid word, racism, sexism, the whole time. If you want to lose your family, your country, if you want to really get God out of America, vote the Democrats in. God is gone and hell would totally break out, break loose. The president tweeted about the situation at the House. And what?
I was waiting for you to read it.
President Trump tweeted, "So great to see today's vote concerning statements I made about 4 Democrat congresswomen. If you really want to see statements, look at the horrible things they said about our country, Israel, and much more. This was the first time since 1984 that the Speaker of the House was ruled out of order and broke the rules of the House. Quite a day." You can say that again. And the real deal is it's going to get worse because the Democrats hate one another, too. Angry people, and I've said this over and over and over and over, and Mamma Mia, and over and over and over and over and over again, angry people love nobody. There is no love in anger. No love in it. That's why God said, before you enter into the kingdom of heaven, you must forgive, because Anyone who has anger is the son or daughter of Satan, the adult son and adult daughter of Satan, teenage son or teenage daughter of Satan. Anger is of the devil. There is no love. God is all love. See here, all love. Satan is, which is anger, which is hatred, which is judgment, is all hatred. No love. Why do you think no love and anger? Why do you think families are so screwed up? Look at what happened to the black community as a result of the love of the man, as a result of the love of the man leaving the family. There's no love in black people, period. Period. Because that anger from the mother was passed down to everybody, generation after generation. I heard a horrible story about a young man called me yesterday, 30-something years old, talked about what his mother did to he and his brother, how she turned them against the father, and how she made them turn toward her. He said he lived in one state now because he moved away and got married. He had to literally call his mother every day from state to state, right? Call her every day. And then when he heard me, he went and realized what was really going on. He went and forgave his mother. All hell broke loose. And now he doesn't call her every day. All hell broke loose. And she's gathering an army against him. You know how angry people do when you tell the truth about angry people, whether it's the mother about what she did to the kids or to the husband or the boyfriend. They would gather an army. They would find people to agree with them because angry people cannot stand alone. So they would find people who would agree with them and try to turn everybody against you. That's what this mother has done, according to the guy. She's turned the brother, and the brother don't like the mama, but the brother can't handle the mama, so he caved in. Turned the brother and other family members against this guy. Because angry people have to start spreading rumors. They have to start lying. They have to have someone, because in anger there's fear, and you can't stand alone. But in love, there is no fear, and God is with you. Isn't that amazing? Look around you. You can see if I'm wrong or not. You can see it for yourself. As a matter of fact, I've always said, don't just believe me. Let it go in one ear and out the other. I could be lying too. I could totally be lying. Let it go in one ear and out the other, men and women, boys and girls, and see for yourself. You get to know thyself. God will let you see, really, and you will know it once you see it. Because I've noticed that men and women who are waking up, they're like, wow, I can now see. They can see for themselves, and then they're guided by God. They don't need some human being to guide them. You have men today looking to the woman to guide him. You know that's a girl. Any man that's looking to a woman to guide you, you are pure girl. You may as well go and join forces with the transgender people and change your body parts. And just be girl. Any man that's become a boy with a girlfriend or fiance or a wife, or you still at home playing boy with your mama, change body parts. Just become a girl. Get rid of everything, your man stuff. It's ridiculous, folks. Evil is having its way. Evil is having its way. Girly man. I'm so sick of it. I understand why, so I'm not really sick of it. But I want men to come back to that order of God in Christ, Christ in man, man over woman, and woman over children. And so I also want you to know that if you start out in that fallen state, the woman is controlling you by sex, by making you feel good, or making you feel bad, or by food, or by giving you stuff. And when you change, all hell gonna break loose with her. She's not going to like it. But you got to stand up for what is right anyway. And in 50 years, she'll come around. But at least your kids will be saved. And they'll start a new generation. Just saying. Look at the Democratic Party. Look who's running the Democratic Party. Not the men. The men are girls. They have no light in them at all. And if you know, the women are taking over everything. The media, the businesses. When they show commercials today on TV, if it's about running a tractor, ain't no man on no tractor no more. It's about building a home. Ain't no man building a home. They got women doing everything. And the men are just, okay, can I ride in the woman's seat today? A spiritual battle, men, you're hated because you're sons of God. Even if you are a weak, poor, pathetic excuse of a man, you're just a weak son of God. So you need to repent, be born again, overcome mama, return to your father. There will come a day when I will return the children to the fathers and the fathers to the children. That means adult men and women, boys and girls of all races. All right? Just FYI.